Have you ever imagined reaching a level of discipline so intense that it terrifies everyone around you, including yourself? Most people will never get close because it demands confronting the part of your mind that quietly undermines everything you try to build. This is not about feeling motivated or forcing yourself through willpower. It's about creating a consistency so relentless that skipping is not even an option in your mind. Imagine waking up every day at a time most people would never dream of, performing the same actions with unflinching commitment while the world sleeps. The real question is not whether you can be disciplined. The real question is whether you're willing to go so far that even you are afraid of what you're capable of. Think about your own life for a moment. How often do you give up just as things are getting tough? How many times have you started a habit only to quit when it became inconvenient, uncomfortable, or just a little too challenging? Most people never realize it, but these tiny moments of surrender quietly shape the rest of their lives. It starts innocuously enough. On New Year's Eve, you promised yourself that next year would be different. You were going to start exercising, take better care of your body, and finally, eat healthier. Monday comes, and you go all in, 1 hour at the gym. Tuesday, you manage only 10 minutes because your thighs ache, but you tell yourself it's fine. By Wednesday, the pain convinces you to wait until next week when your body feels ready. Then, there's the diet. You want to eat clean, but today your roommate isn't around. So you tell yourself, just this once, a little junk food won't hurt. These small choices pile up, almost unnoticed. The pattern begins to fracture. What started as a commitment now feels optional. Your resolutions lose shape. Momentum fades. Before you know it, the consequences of these tiny compromises are staring you in the face. If you are meant to be dieting, then you must be the person who diets, not the person who sometimes diets, not the person who used to diet. The inconsistency itself becomes the problem because it's no longer a pattern of progress. It's a patchwork of broken promises. Right here, right now, is where most people get stuck. They don't realize there's a way to break this cycle, to turn those small, fragile intentions into unstoppable momentum. These tiny compromises seem harmless, but they're quietly destroying your progress. Every skipped session, every broken promise, every small excuse is chipping away at the person you want to become. How long will you keep convincing yourself it's okay to wait, to skip, to sometimes do it, until there's nothing left of your goal? The answer is simple, but it's not easy. Look at people who live by consistency as if it were oxygen. Soldiers wake up at 4 every morning. They're there whether the ground is frozen under snow, the rain is lashing, or their bodies scream to stay in bed. Zen monks wake up at 3:30 every single day to meditate. There's nothing like skipping in their minds. It's not even an option. They do what must be done. There are no excuses, no bargaining, and definitely no debate. These people follow a pattern that does not bend to circumstances, emotions, or distractions. They don't do easy or comfortable. They continue to practice without gaps. They do not quit because quitting is not part of their system. This is the kind of discipline that does not just produce results. It creates a version of yourself that cannot be shaken. So, are you ready to commit to the kind of consistency you've always admired but never managed to hold on to? This is the kind of consistency you've always admired but never managed to hold on to. You may even be convinced this level of discipline isn't for you. The reason it hasn't worked is simple. You've been fighting the wrong war. The truth is, consistency isn't about pushing yourself harder. It's about rewiring your identity and your mindset. It's about creating a momentum that spills over into every part of your life. In personal growth, it's the daily habits that quietly stack into real skills and results. In relationships, it's the repeated acts of presence, attention, and care that build trust and deepen connections. In the workplace, it's showing up even when it's uncomfortable that separates those who succeed from those who drift. Extreme consistency changes you. It trains your brain to see that you're no longer someone who sometimes does what you should. You become the person who always does what matters. When you get addicted to this rhythm, every action, no matter how small, propels you forward. Each step brings you closer to the life you want, the work you want to excel at, and the self you're meant to become. You're past the myths, and you've burned the excuses. What's next are the clear steps to installing this level of discipline in your life. Stop watching, start doing. Here's your blueprint. Step 1, fight the war inside. This battle is between your brain and your body. It's the part that always wants comfort, rest, or an excuse. You have to decide in advance that certain actions are non-negotiable. I must exercise every morning. I will meditate at 5 o'clock. I will allow myself ice cream only on Saturdays. Once you set those constants, your brain stops debating and the behavior becomes automatic over time. And that's not all. Step 2, make the behavior public. Tell people what you're committing to. Go to your social media page and announce that you're doing a 30-day challenge to jog 3 miles every day. Tell your friends that you're writing a book and that the first draft will be ready by the end of September. Or say you're saving for a holiday. It's the first one you've had in 5 years, and you intend to have enough money by the year's end. When you make such public announcements, failure becomes psychologically costly. Your words and commitments to others act as invisible chains that keep you accountable. Step 3. Do it one way. Variety might feel exciting, but it kills consistency. You decide to save a portion of your paycheck every month. 1 month, you make the deposit 3 days after payday. The following month, you didn't get to it until 10 days later. Now your brain starts negotiating. Can I really afford this? Maybe next week. Sometimes you forget entirely until the money's already gone. Then you catch yourself promising that you'll cover last month's and this month's savings with the next paycheck. That friction makes the habit harder to maintain. Eventually, the savings stop altogether. Fix a clear routine. Decide the exact amount to save each month and the exact day you'll transfer it. Follow that sequence. Deposit on the same day every single time. It might feel a bit rigid at first, but that repetition turns effort into habit, and the consistency will soon carry over to other areas of your life. Step 4. Ditch the all-or-nothing trap. You don't need to conquer everything at once. Start small. Take one breadcrumb at a time. If you want to run a marathon, jog for 5 minutes every day for a week. Increase to 10 minutes the following week. If your goal is to write a report, write 1 paragraph at a time. If house cleaning seems overwhelming, vacuum the living room first. Progress compounds when you feel good about each step. Discipline is one of the biggest forms of self-love. Every time you commit to showing up, even when it's hard, you prove to yourself that you matter. Your goals, your growth, and your well-being deserve your time and effort. You are investing in the person you want to become. Follow the 4 steps. Honor your routines. And don't let excuses creep in. Stick to your schedule and push through the discomfort. The habits will carry you, and consistency will become your nature. You'll start waking up minutes before your alarm. The hard things won't feel so hard anymore. This is your chance, not tomorrow, and not when it feels easier. Start now and build yourself into someone even you can't ignore.